All right, we got our first offer coming in. It's $10.10 for 7.7 miles. Looks like a bubble tea shop. We'll go ahead and accept this one. Okay, so the restaurant is, or the bubble tea shop is behind us here, so it's going to have to find a way to make a U-turn or head back. So both roads are pretty busy, so we'll see what it does here. So right now it's in a Tractor Supply parking lot. Okay, there's a van coming from and a police truck coming from the left. All right, we're clear to go. Okay, it changes 2 lanes into this left-hand turn lane. We'll see if it does a U-turn, or I think it's going to do a U-turn. It's a pretty tight U-turn, so we'll see here. There's a car coming, so the car's gonna go quick. FSD's gonna move here. All right. So good job on lane selection. The left 2 lanes are left, turning left, and this one's going straight. So good lane selection here. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Saturday about 4:25 p.m. So it's sort of the start of the dinner time rush here. Saturdays are always kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it's busy, sometimes it's slow, because Saturday a lot of families are out and about. So sometimes there's good orders, sometimes there's bad, but thank you for joining me today. We'll see what kind of orders we get. I'll probably go for about an hour and a half, so maybe 3 to 5 orders, but we'll just see what we get here today. Okay, good job getting over to the left lane. Okay, so it's kind of blinded by the blue car, but good job there, no cars coming. And then the boba tea shop is going to be in this plaza to our left here, so. Okay, so the boba tea shop is just here on the right hand side. Doesn't look like there's any parking spots. We'll see. Okay, so again, it's driving away from the shop. I've kind of noticed this in this latest release, or at least the last 2 releases, .3 and .4. Because it wants to avoid the handicap stalls, it almost goes far away from, its destination, just to try and find a stall further away. I guess that way it has less of a chance of parking reserved or handicap stalls. Okay, we're parked here. You see the shop is over there. It's a little bit far, but it's okay. We'll go get this order picked up. So you'll see the car parked over there. So 1, 2, 3. A little bit of a walk, but it's okay. So yeah, it's still parking really far from the shop. You'll see there's at least 2 stalls that are open that it could have parked at. Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second, okay?
Okay. Okay, we got that order picked up. Took a little bit of a wait, maybe about a 10-minute wait there. We got the address inputted. All we have to do is press start self-driving. So there was a pothole right there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but FSD did not make any attempt at maneuvering around it. So sometimes I'll see it, maneuver around manhole covers, which are, not anything to be worried about. But a real pothole, it misses it there. And that pothole's been there for a couple of days. It's not super deep, but FSD definitely did not recognize it there. So again, another pothole. It's a very small one there, but FSD didn't do any kind of avoidance maneuver. So this is kind of a difficult situation. The trees are kind of blocking the sun here, but that is typically a very difficult situation for a camera-based driver's assistance ADAS system, because it just blares into the camera housing there. Okay, so we're gonna have to turn right here. There's some cones. You'll see that dually there. He hit the one of the cones, but good job getting into the correct lane at the right time. Okay, so this one is going to be a gated community here, so we'll see what it does here. Yep, so I'm going to have to take over because it wants to go in the resident lane here. Okay, we'll restart self-driving here. Good job with this, how it made this U-turn or turn in this semi-circle here. Okay, it stops right in front of the house. Perfect. We'll get this order dropped off. Okay, we got that order dropped off. Right now it's asking if we want to switch zones. It says this zone is busy for the next 1.5 hours. Why not? Let's try a different area here. Okay, we got our second offer coming in, $6.25 plus for 2 miles. This one looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and accept this one. Navigate to Hungry Howie's. So you saw for this one's like a plus order. That means that I guess the customer may tip more after, or there's a chance for a higher pay after the order is delivered. So I think the customer gets a pop-up saying, do you want to, give an extra tip to your driver or something. So I think that's the reason why. If I'm mistaken, let me know in the comments. But I think that's what it means. Okay, so let's see if the car pulls up close enough to trigger the gate here. So I think it's going to stop first. Okay, so gate opens, so good job there. I think this one, you just have to be somewhere near the stop sign, so it's not one of those where you have to get really close to the gate. But nevertheless, it opened the gate and we're out without any intervention, so that's good. Okay, we got to make an unprotected left here. I'm going to try and show you with the other camera here. This truck, I think, okay, this SUV is turning into the community. So good job there. Okay, so we're arriving at the pickup location. It's Hungry Howie's Pizza. I think it's right here to the right. We just passed it, so it looks like it's going to want to make a couple rights here. So we'll see again. Park. Looks like it's going to park pretty far. Do you guys notice this with if you have FSD for 14.2.2.4, it parks really far. The restaurant's behind this building, next to that State Farm office. So again, it's quite far away here. There's tons of open stalls. It doesn't even go past it. That's the funny thing. So I'm just going to get us moved closer. It got us here, but just not to the spot that I would park at. So we'll just manually drive down there. Okay, we'll get this order picked up. So you'll see it wants to wait for these dotted yellows to end, and then it goes in. So a little bit unhuman-like. Most people would just switch lanes there and go over, but it really stays by the book there when it changes lanes. Okay, so we're arriving at the drop-off. That was a quick one, again, less than a mile. I don't think there's any gate or anything, so it should be a pretty straightforward drop-off. Okay, coming to a 0 mile per hour stop, another dry wipe. I think Tesla should give all FSD users some free wiper blades, because I don't know what's up with that dry wipe thing that it's doing. So the house is going to be on the other side of the street. We'll see what it does here. I have curbside selected. All right, we'll get this order dropped off. Okay, we got that pizza order dropped off. So far for the hour of work that we've done, $18.35. We'll just continue here. We'll take a couple more orders here. Okay, we got another offer coming in, $4.95, but it's dropping off at 2 places. I'm going to decline this one. Yeah, so again, lots of dry wipes. There's not a raindrop in sight, so... I mean, if there's anything... Oh, we got another offer coming in. $5.35 for 4.6 miles. I'll go ahead and take this one. Okay, sorry if the last few minutes of footage was dark there. I just raised the ISO. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better here. So I think FSD is going to the wrong gate entrance here. So let's see what it does here. I think this gate is for maybe residents only or for exit, so we'll see here. So I'm probably going to need to take over. We'll see here what it says. Private residence. Yep. So again, the way that FSD thinks right now is that everyone's a resident. So this is not going to work here. I had a feeling because the two navigation directions were definitely different here. So let's see what it does here. Yeah, even FSD's routing wants to basically go around the block and come to this residents only entrance here. Yep. Now it realizes. It's beeping at me to pay attention to the road. So gated communities is definitely something that FSD still needs to work on. I think, instead of defaulting to the secondary gates, I have definitely seen this behavior a couple times now. It should default to the main gate, where at least there's the option, for a visitor to go through. But to always default to these residents only gates, that's definitely still a problem. So we'll see if it pulls up to the pad. It does not. I'll have to take over. Okay, we'll restart FSD here. Okay, comes to a 0 mile per hour stop. Okay, we got another offer coming in. It's going to be an Archie's Thai, so a local Thai restaurant. $7.35 for 4.2 miles. We'll go ahead and accept this one. So FSD definitely could not have dropped off this order just because it didn't have. First, it went to the wrong gate. Second, as far as its interaction with keypads. So of course the car can't, doesn't have a hand to press the gate code. I guess in the future there will need to be some kind of system, with these, and this will have to be, think about it. I mean, the HOA will need to upgrade their systems. Sometimes the resident can remotely open the gate, so that might be something that, if there was some type of, robotaxi type delivery or Waymo delivery. I know that Waymo started a pilot project in Phoenix, but definitely gated communities, are. Because how would the hand, there's no hand to push the digits right on the keypad. So these are definitely things that, it's kind of that last 1% edge case type problems, right? Okay, so it's not taking the exit that we came in. It's going through a different one here. We'll see what it does. So I think it wants to go out the same one that it tried to go in the first, when it tried to enter the community. So we'll see here. I don't know, is this the residence gate? I'm not sure. Did it just make a big circle? Yeah, I think it made a big circle. I'm not sure. Yeah, it just made a big circle. So it could have gone out the first time, but instead it just went around the neighborhood there. Okay, we're arriving at the pickup location, Thai restaurant here. So again, something about this version, it likes to come in from the side. It either passes the restaurant to go through the side, like it doesn't want to enter on the main road. It wants to go down a side road, and see how it's got to make this U-turn now. It's going down the back side of the plaza. So a little bit strange nav mapping. The restaurant's to the right here, but it could have just turned right from the main road, so not sure what's up there. Parking stall it takes. Let's see, there's one right here that would be pretty good. Alright, good selection. Alright, perfect park job. Get this order picked up. For Catherine. Okay. Yeah, for Catherine.
Thank you.
Okay, we got the Thai food picked up. We got the address in. It's going to be 8 minutes away, just 2 miles. We'll start self-driving. Okay, we got somebody crossing the road here. Very good. So even in this, pretty dark conditions, I mean, there are street lights, but it does, see, like, sometimes I even have a hard time seeing, at night. But it automatically, identified the pedestrian and, stayed cautious and safe. So it's also sending the right signals to the pedestrian, right? Like, I saw you, and she felt safe to cross. So it's all about that communication, right? Sometimes it's not, it's sort of that, I guess you call it body language that the car projects to, the world around it. So with that regard, I think the car does, FSD does really, really well. arriving at the drop-off location. Let me just make sure I curbside here. So not a gated community, single family home, pretty straightforward drop-off. So these drop-offs, I mean, FSD can do them all day long without breaking a sweat. So it's right now the major issue is still gated communities, apartments, but these single family homes, yeah, no problem for FSD. Okay, so it parks, but the problem is it's kind of blocking somebody's driveway here. We're kind of between two houses, so let's see here. All right, this order dropped off. Okay, so we got our Thai food dropped off. That's probably going to be our last order for tonight. That was a kind of a quick one. I think we did 1, 2, 3, 4 orders total. So a pretty good mix there. Thank you guys for watching. I'm hoping to grow the channel here. So if you like this content, please do subscribe. If you have any feedback, suggestions, please go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. But otherwise, have a great one, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.